Sir, thank you for this opportunity, sir. Sir, I would like to strongly oppose the Honorable President Sri Ram Nath Kovindji's speech on January 31st, 2022 in this August House. The Thanksgiving motion. Sir, Honorable Pal साहब बहुत ही बुजुर्ग और वरिष्ठ नेता है, हमारे चेयरमैन साहब भी है, but he has made a factual error in his speech mentioning about Rahul Gandhi tearing the Manrega bill. I suppose he would have mentioned, or he must have thought, that the bill he told of in a press conference was related to a bill against corruption. पब्लिक रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स के करप्शन के बारे में एक जो बिल लाए थे उसके खिलाफ राहुल जी ने बोला था. आप शायद उसके बारे में बोल रहे हो क्योंकि इज़ अ very, very senior and very respected member of the House. So I'm pretty sure he won't speak without any kind of statistics or facts. Sir, I am opposing this motion because there was no concrete plan to strengthen the economy of this country, nor or to address the issues faced by the common man during the last 2 years of COVID. The Honorable President mentioned about moving fast, building a strong foundation for the next 25 years, following the mantra of Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, और अब बोल रहे कि सबके प्रयास के साथ. सर, इस सरकार ने 2019 में जब शपथ लिया था, माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने बोला सबका साथ और सबका विकास. उसके बाद 2020 में बोला सबके साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, और अब सबके प्रयास के बारे में बोल रहे हैं. सर, इस सरकार ने इस देश के किसानों के साथ नहीं दिया है. इस सरकार ने इस देश के कोविड मरीजों के साथ नहीं दिया है. इस सरकार ने लाखों करोड़ों नौजवानों को रोजगारी नहीं दिया है, उनका साथ नहीं दिया है. इस सरकार ने इस राज्य के, इस देश के जितने भी पिछड़े वर्ग हैं, जो शोषित है, जो युवा है, जो मछुआरे हैं, जो दलित है, आदिवासी है, पीड़ित है, किसी के साथ इस सरकार ने नहीं दिया है. तो इसलिए ये जो मुद्दा है, मंत्रा जो बोल रहा है माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, सबका साथ, सबका विकास, सबका विश्वास, ये गलत है. इस सरकार ने सिर्फ साथ दिया है, अदानी के साथ दिया है. इस सरकार ने विश्वास दिलाया है सिर्फ अंबानी को, और इस सरकार ने विकास इन दोनों का ही किया है. सर, अदानी और अंबानी का विकास के लिए काम करने वाला सरकार है बीजेपी के सरकार, नरेंद्र मोदी के सरकार. मैं यकीन से, विश्वास से ये बात बोल सकता हूं. और सर, there are many reasons to oppose the motion because there are no concrete methods whereby in a situation like the COVID pandemic, where when we have a global pandemic in place, there are no COVID relief packages in this country announced by the Honorable President or the government. Sir, there are many people who died of COVID. There were many colleagues of ours, many members of parliament, members of legislative assembly, former members of parliament, who we dearly know. COVID has no religion, people from the BJP, people from the Congress, राज्यसभा की राजीव सातव जी, हमारे साथ जो वसंत कुमार जी था कन्याकुमारी से, सुरेश अंगाड़ी जो मंत्री था इस कैबिनेट में, बहुत सारे लोग खो गया हम कोविड में. Because of COVID, we lost lives. But there are thousands and lakhs of people who are faceless, who are breadwinners of families, who are fathers and mothers and brothers and sisters, who have lost lives in COVID. But the central government has not declared a package, has not declared something for the family of the COVID victims. Sir, it is quite unfortunate. How can we deal a pandemic situation in a country like India, We know when the Great Depression happened in the United States in 1930, we know there was a direct benefit transfer method, DBT method. John Keynes, the Keynesian theory, is well known across the globe, a well-known economist. He said that when you deposit 10,000 rupees, for example, to a person's account, they are going to directly spend it to the market. They are going to regenerate the market. They are going to strengthen the economy. That is how economy is strengthened in times of pandemic, in times where we have a great economic recession in place. That is how a responsible government should act. But unfortunately, our government hasn't done anything. Not just not done anything, they have cut down the 25,000 crore of Manrega, which was very vital in providing jobs to many urban and rural population. It is a form of direct benefit transfer for creating lakhs and lakhs of people with jobs. The Manrega account or the budget for the Manrega was reduced by 25,000 crore, which is quite unfortunate. Sir, the small-scale industries of our country, the MSME sectors, the tourism industry, the life and livelihood of many are disturbed in this COVID, but there is no relief. Nothing has been told about them. The moratorium which was in place for the last few months was not extended. The people who have taken loans for these small-scale industries, MSMEs, for many industrial purposes, educational loans, the moratorium is not in place, whereby many children, many young people are going to be at the verge of a suicide. Sir, there are many things the President have mentioned. I would like to mention some in which the Jal Jeevan Mission is a very important aspect. Har Ghar Jal is a very important project, very creative project of the central government, but unfortunately, the source of water for the Har Ghar Jal project is not enough to supply ample quantity of water. If there is no source, I don't think the Har Ghar Jal project of the Jal Jeevan Mission would be a success. The fishermen of our country, I asked a question in this August House. After 2015, I've got a reply, after 2015, no fund was received from the central government to Kerala state for preventing, for building the seawalls for the fishermen community. The life and livelihood, we know the cyclones which have affected, whenever there is a sea erosion, we know many of the fishermen are suffering quite a lot because there are no ample seawalls in our coastal belt. But unfortunately, the central government has not allotted a single rupee after 2015, after the UPA government. It's quite unfortunate, sir. Sir, Pradhan Mantri Gati Shakti Yojana is a very important project. Pradhan Mantri itself and the ministers are very well explaining what the project is. A single multi-modal transportation system which would connect our entire transportation system, which is a creative project. In my constituency, I've met the Honorable Minister for Railways, just left the house. The Honorable Minister for Railways, Piyush Goyal, when he was a minister, the present minister, I've gone to everybody. There are 110 acres of land in my constituency, in Ernakulam, in the central part of Cochin, where it is around 5,500 crore worth of land. And it is now a marshalling yard of the Indian Railways. We can start 10 to 15 tracks, platforms, and build a beautiful central railway station, which will connect the metro rail, which would connect the water metro, which would connect the mobility hub. This would be first of its kind in India. When we talk about Pradhan Mantri Gati Shakti Yojana, our honorable leader Rahul ji told there are two Indias. Why are you not considering the southern part of India as a part of India? Why is this project, which is one of its kind, where water, rail, road, and Indian Railways can, and metros can perform in one single ticket, you can travel in all these transportation systems, the state-of-the-art transportation system. But unfortunately, our government, it has been pending with the railway department for the last 3 years, nothing has happened. Sir, Kochi Metro Rail, one of the finest metro rails in the country. Sir, this metro rail was started in 2012. When the UPA government was there, the initial detailed project report was accepted. The second phase was accepted. The chief advisor of Kochi Metro Rail was Dr. E. Sridharan. Still now, the second phase cabinet clearance has not been got from the central government. The Public Investors Board clearance, they had dragged it for 2.5 years and just gave it. But unfortunately, no mention in the budget, no mention in any of the speeches about the Kochi Metro Rail's second phase expansion, which is supposed to be from Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium to the Info Park Kakinad, which is the most economic feasible, in which financial feasible, more number of travelers would travel every day in this route. But unfortunately, Kerala has been chucked out from this project. It is quite unfortunate. Sir, Sir, I am going to conclude.
Yes.
Sir, the Make in India project, how it is happening in our country. The Cochin Shipyard Limited is in my constituency. The prestigious INS Vikrant, the first aircraft carrier for the Indian Army, is being built, and the trial runs are going in Kochi backwater, sir. Sir, 25% of the shares of this strategically important public sector undertaking has been sold. Now, the central government has not very clearly mentioned about the K-Rail, the Silver Line project, which is also a major project mooted by the state government, but no environmental clearance has been got. The detailed project report has a lot of loopholes in which the central government has not answered many questions. Sir, the budget, Honorable Nirmala Sitharaman ji has presented the budget, in which 2019 to 2020, the GDP was 3.71. It was not because of the COVID pandemic situation. It was because of the total mismanagement, of the continuous mismanagement of the economy. Right from demonetization to GST, the mismanagement of the economy has led to this situation in this country. A tax terrorism is happening in our country, sir. Petroleum tax, the fuel price hike, you can't imagine Mediclaim, 18% has been taxed for Mediclaim, whereas food, it is just 5%.
Please conclude now.
So the pandemic, I'm concluding, sir, the pandemic coupled with recession is a major crisis of the economic status of our country. Sir, the public sector undertaking has been vastly sold. All the profit-making industries has been sold. The economy has been held with all the money which has been acquired from the shares which has been sold from the public sector undertakings, and selling of the public sector undertakings, the money is being diverted. That is the reason of a projected, a hyped, a futuristic GDP which is shown by the Honorable Finance Minister. Sir, I would once again oppose the motion of thanks by the Honorable President, Shri Ram Nath Kovind ji. Thank you.